Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell.
Hi and welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And tonight we're going to be doing a reactions video for Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Episode 5.
Saints of Imperfection, and there will be a review as well. He always misses that bit.
I do. So, let me walk you through our cunning process in case you've not been lucky enough to see one of our videos before. So, after I finish this little bit of blurb, we will give you a review of the episode we have just seen.
Which we haven't seen yet.
We will then finish it off, and if you stay tuned, you can actually see us watch the episode. Now, you may have seen reaction videos on YouTube and think you know how it's done. Well, we do it slightly differently. You know that really cool video in video thing where you get to see people go,
Picture in picture.
ooh, at certain scenes? We don't do that.
No, I don't.
Why don't we do that?
No suing.
No suing,
No
yeah.
suing.
Yeah. Well, whilst we are not saying anything negative about CBS or Netflix or anybody involved in Star Trek Discovery in any way, we're just covering our backs. That's
And
simple.
YouTube might flag it.
And YouTube might also have
We'll
issues.
just
So
do it.
we are just erring on the side of caution.
Yep.
Okay. Are you ready to begin?
Yep.
We shall get underway then. Stay tuned. Well, that was a very different feel.
And a bloody good episode.
Very good episode, but completely different to every episode that has preceded it in feel. And this might just be me being funny, but did you notice that visually there were way more reflections used in this episode than any of the others? They were catching the light off the bulkheads. Like there was one scene where the doors opened and you would have sworn they used FIMO cord round it, and it wasn't. It was the angle of the metal, because as it slid you saw the angle. It was like, oh, so the cinematography for this episode was different.
They were trying to get a sort of like an ethereal feel to it, weren't they?
No, yes they were, but I was referring to the whole of the episode. The cinematography was very different in this
It's a
one.
director who hasn't worked on the show before, I don't think. I'll have to double check.
It shows
that
a
from.
tremendous way of showing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The soundscape was different as well,
But
in a good way.
it felt
yeah,
awfully motion picture.
yeah. You
The
had
sections, I
commented
was
a
like,
couple of
whoa,
times about
hold on a minute.
Vija.
Yeah.
Um,
And considering
I
we
do
are
agree with
talking
that.
about the one film there that was nominated for an Oscar for its soundtrack,
yes.
that can't be a bad thing.
Actually, the bit that I really liked, as far as the soundscape goes, were whenever they were doing the ship under stress, it had the echoey noise of the temperature differential for ice. That echoey.
Yes, like you would have had on
That
a
was-
sinking ship in the
Yeah,
Arctic.
it was
Yeah.
beautiful, and it was very well done. And yeah, okay. So we covered visual, we covered sound, plot. Yeah, just yeah.
I know a few people have been throwing their toys out of the pram saying, "Oh, it's like a classical Christian resurrection." Really isn't.
What?
Yeah.
No, they just went for the #1 rule of science fiction.
They killed it.
You don't die in science fiction.
I mean, it's the thing that
Denise Crosby. I even commented to you halfway through. Denise Crosby is going to start running.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing is they explained it that basically Tilly was transported using an organic transporter. Okay, fair enough.
Interesting stretch, but okay, fine.
Yes. And Stamets basically had done the same thing with the life force, everything that was not of the body.
No,
the
they
Katra
explained. They explained it.
Culver.
There was nothing wrong with how they explained it. You know, as he's died, his energy's been transported
Well, he
over
didn't
to the
die.
other
He didn't die.
Okay. As his body in the one universe died, his energy was
Transported to the other one,
So,
and they created.
so they explained
Yeah.
it. Fine, then they've gone, well, this energy just turned up here, we translated it and we built it into this, and then, oh dear, it
didn't
started
go
being
right.
a problem.
Yeah.
The only part of the story...
It's like having a Carter running around in, say, the head of a medical office.
The only part of that story I didn't like, just because it made no sense to me, is that every time we try to break it down, it kills us. So my two problems with that plot are, A, after you've lost so many thousand troops, you don't send in any more. So, yeah, but you said, well, maybe they think differently. But the other thing is, they built it. So why then do they want to unbuild it? Because they built it up,
was affecting
and
them.
then
As Stamets explained, it was like a cancer in their environment. Now the thing is that the way he also explained it was that the parts of the mycelial network that were attacking him were like the white blood cells
could be.
in the body trying to deal with an infection or a cancerous cell or whatever. Now, they may be part of the same species, but only May is communicating properly. So perhaps she's a colony of them rather than just one, and the individual ones can't make that stretch of consciousness.
Well, that would explain why towards the end May flexed out and so many.
Yeah.
I mean that would make sense.
Yeah.
But I have no problem with them bringing the character back. Really nice way to bring him back, because they've not jumped into the movie universe to rescue him. He's not a transporter. Loop bubble kept in a
Kind of is, little bit.
Yeah,
it's a bit Thomas Riker.
No, they
little bit.
actually no. I think they just pulled the Nexus. They just went with the Nexus. Oh yeah.
So it's a cross between Thomas Riker and Nexus guidance.
Yeah, see, this is it, because I never have to worry. I know that Captain James T. Kirk is alive and well, because there's a copy of him in the Nexus. It doesn't matter how many of them come out of the Nexus, there is always one in there.
Bridge on the captain!
Just another,
That was great.
Another good episode. Yeah.
And breaks the imaginary odd number was a bit crap.
I told you that.
That breaks that.
Should we talk about the one thing
make
that
Star Trek 5 look crap now?
Should we talk about the one thing that people will be throwing the toys out of the pram about?
Section 31.
I'll be the one. They've got lots
Toys
of shiny
pram.
prototypes. They've got lots of shiny prototypes.
I love the fact it's got a com badge.
Yeah.
That's really annoying.
Actually, do you know what I like
Shouldn't
more
like that.
than the fact that he had a com badge?
What?
The chirp that it had.
Yeah.
It was a deep bass. It was, yeah.
What kind of communicator is that? That's a prototype.
Yeah,
You'll be getting one in about 70 years.
Yeah, it went too long. Went too long.
Why have you said that? I'm just trying to think. In Tapestry, they were running around in the altered TWOC uniforms,
They were
weren't they?
around in the altered
And they had com badges, didn't they?
They had
So
TNG
that's-
com badges.
It's not necessarily 70 years. It could
No.
be 20. It could be just after the Enterprise B launches.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe they're just testing them at this point.
Yeah. Either way, it's yeah. I mean, come on.
Hell,
We own Bluetooth versions.
That's
we
the
know
thing.
it's capable.
They could turn around and say, "Oh, it's just linked to my actual communicator."
Yeah. It's Bluetooth is
Yeah.
fine. Okay. No, I was. Though the technology is great, they've set up quite clearly there with the Admiral. Yeah, you might not like it, but it's here.
Yeah.
And
So-
you know what? As nice as that was for the story, I don't think that was put in there for the story. I think that was put in there for the fans. It was listen, it's here. Put up with it. Because essentially, I've heard so many fans go, "Oh, I won't watch that because of Section 31's on Starfleet." A comment which you have passed.
Yeah, I don't like. I hate.
I know you
Section
don't.
31.
I know you don't.
I don't think it has any place in this. But I'm just hoping that being
Interesting
so
storylines.
front and centre in this, that something happens, so that they go underground and disappear until Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Because we've not heard of anything going on from TOS through to TNG. Not until DS9
It made no
they started
sense. It
turning
made
up.
no sense to have it in TOS. Well, that would have just been way too much for TOS to have done.
Hated it with the
TNG
Enterprise.
TNG again. I don't. DS9 was really the first time.
During
it
TNG,
could.
things were a little bit too good for Section 31 to be functioning. It's
I mean,
only
come on,
the
how much
problems
do
on the
people-
Cardassian border. Which
How
would
much did
possibly,
people kick off with the end of the second season?
Of
TNG.
what? Shades of Grey. What's that doing? It's just a crap clip and bottle show.
Yeah, I know, but people were arguing about the light sides and the dark sides of TNG, and people didn't like it when things went negative in TNG.
No, it was just a crap episode. There was no tonal problem with it. It was just crap.
Anyway, smooshing along.
I'm trying to think of a dark episode of TNG, and I can't really.
There weren't really many.
No.
Was there? Was there? Or do you want to chirp him? What's your comment? He likes it. He likes it a lot. I hate to tell you this, dude, but that counts as being on the sofa, and you know the rules. Oh.
Good dog.
Okay, so all in all,
Yeah,
great
that's a
show.
good episode. Absolutely. Looking forward to the next one.
Are you looking forward to the next one? Are you looking forward?
I'm looking
to
forward
the next one?
to Michael going in and seeing Chris and basically going, yeah, that Georgia, not the one you think it is.
Actually, I'm really impressed with the character of Pike, and the actor playing him is certainly doing a
Anthony's
tremendous
really
job.
good.
So yeah.
Fantastic.
Right, well, I think that about wraps it up for our comments, but we'd love to read some of yours, so please leave them in the comments section below. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube.
You can follow us on both Facebook and Twitter, and of course there's the Geekology the group on Facebook. So come and find us on there.
And there's also the Patreon page for you to check out. So thank you for watching, and good night.
Bye.
After the dark matter hit me, I started to see it.
I really like it.
You are hosting a
You see the photos of your wedding on the weekend?
How do we get rid of
Yeah! She's a very interesting Starfleet officer, isn't she?
She runs quite strangely.
She does. I'm sure the Vulcans have taught her the most, ergonomic way to run. Here's a question. If you lived in any Star Trek time period, maybe not this one, but any of the later ones, would you run from place to place, or would you just site-to-site transport? There's got to be a reason they don't do it.
It's a huge amount of energy.
Words define who we
One little
are.
thing goes wrong with the transporter. You're dead.
Officer, he believes Tilly survived whatever the alien we call May did to her.
Ever since they switched that actress,
I wanna
that
believe
character's
that's
getting a lot
possible
more
too.
screen time, I've noticed.
I want to have faith,
That actress doesn't come out in high
but
heels
in
from
its
the makeup,
absence,
that's why.
Forced to intercept.
I just had a hear binocs.
Sounded it.
Lieutenant Spock, this is Captain Pike.
Oh, did you
Shut down
notice
your
the
engines,
colour
lower
for
your
the
shields.
shielding screen was red, blue and yellow?
He's increasing speed, altering course to answer the nebula.
Spock, you have my word.
It's on the HUD display to the left.
I'm here to help. Target that shuttle with a classified torpedo detonated 100 meters before impact. Understood? Aye, Captain. Fire.
Wow.
The shuttle's been disabled, sir.
Yep.
Oh, well, fuck on a track.
Well, there's so many things there to like.
That was cool.
The phaser's just died.
Nobody fires without my direct order. Captain Georgia.
Nobody ordered you to put down your weapons.
Michael,
Commander.
Oh, it was an implicit put down your weapon. Oh, okay, my
welcome,
mistake.
my dear.
Oh boy.
charges, so do I.
The innocent don't run.
You ran from us.
Exactly.
I appreciate it. Always happy to do a favor for an old friend.
Everyone go get those videos.
What the? Yeah. That's why they're being ripped out of the Enterprise.
But why take Tilly in the first place?
Some serious
They came here to deliver a
stretches of
message to
concept
you.
there, isn't
May
it?
said
What?
she had a special connection with Tilly. She said she needed her.
Organic transport.
Just because it looks like magic to you.
No human material present. Go on the network to find its counterpart.
Find it, find Tilly.
Now, if they'd have argued mass, as in this much mass equates to what she does, therefore maybe it's balancing out the network, that I'd have bought. Organic transporter, not so much.
Why should electronics be the only way of doing something? You can't say anything, Moya.
Moya made sense. There was no part of Moya that didn't really make sense. Well, there's little bits of Moya.
Tin Man.
Yeah.
Organic.
I've got no problem with organic life. It's the idea of organic transporters.
Broke down your biological form, transported it across the dimensional plane, and reconstituted it here, in my home.
Oh, that old trick! Are you freaking kidding me?
What do you need me to do? Kill a monster.
What's that coming over the hill?
Section
Is it a
31 's
monster?
liaison,
Is
just
it a
down here.
monster? Stamets. But Mirror Stamets, who's dead.
Could be. Could be something else they've dragged in from the mirror universe.
And I ask that you bear with me until a more appropriate time.
Fun. Just don't make me chase after you for the information.
Really like that actor.
He's good.
He's very good.
You need to be somewhere very secret and be very, very quiet to be able to tell him that. To stop anybody else finding out what you said. That's not going to be easy.
The uniforms are insane in this show.
Her tactics need a babysitter.
You're not gonna do this alone.
Well, let's say I let you use this ship as a doorstop.
They're using the infinite improbability drive.
Then my
No, it's only the Enterprise
will
D that's got
attack
that.
the ship, decomposing it as soon as we can.
Mr. Stamets, are you ready to execute this very bold, deeply insane plan of yours?
Execute might not have been my choice of words, but that I am, sir.
Black alert. Let's jump.
It's in my home. The Jasta have never encountered me.
Show them I see them.
I've already begun to attack the hull. Move quickly.
At that rate, yeah.
Ready?
I like the fact they're armed with phasers and they walked in. Wouldn't you be concerned about taking a power source into an organic, different part of the universe on a quantum level? I mean,
Sarah, where is everybody?
Maybe they died trying to save you.
Hey, thanks for that.
The Jasta have already started breaking down the hull.
tell them not to. Oh, sorry, am I being weird there? That seems to be logical to me.
Why did it board the ship? I'm holding a Type 3 phaser rifle. It is more powerful and generally larger than the Type 1 or Type 2. That's why they call it a 3.
It's accurate.
Tilly! Rifle? Where's the bridge?
We found Tilly.
How soon can you get back?
There's been a complication.
We won't survive complications.
I thought they look. What? There's been a what now?
I know, but something resembling Dr. Culber is here.
I can't remember the name of the actress who plays the redhead with the optical implant, but she's queen of the understated what the fuck
Remember?
looks.
When he came aboard, he...
I know who he was. I need you to make it make sense.
I can't. Commander Stamets went running.
Commander Burnham. Michael.
Now that's a nice sound effect.
Sure.
This was all over him.
He uses it to attack us.
How Vija is that?
Using it to attack. He's using it to defend
The
himself.
music is Vija.
Like armor, which would give him motivational and intentional thought.
They're pulling a nexus. And they're obeying the first rule of science fiction.
I hate to rush you, but mycelium has
Nobody
penetrated
dies.
78% of the exposed rising quickly.
We're trying to locate Commander Stamets and Dr. Coleman.
Any minute now, Tashi Yar's going to be running for it.
C'est la vie.
That's nice.
What's happening?
Do not worry about us. Just hurry.
I don't know, I think worrying about you a little bit might be an idea.
Red alert! Transfer helm control to Arium station.
The hull of the port nacelle is too compromised.
I need you to hold her together under thrust.
This is Agent Tyler transmitting on secure emergency channel. Control, do you read?
What kind of communicator is that? Copy, Agent Tyler. Status.
Discovery could use an assist, sir.
Say no more.
Oh!
I like a nice deep chirp. That was very classic.
Stabilize us with your tractor beam. Firing in 3, 2, 1.
What?
Oh.
Um,
That's something different.
5 minutes.
yes.
If this goes south, I'm pulling Discovery out. That's not your goal.
Why didn't they use...
Have one of my agents.
Captain Leland, please don't risk the Discovery.
On my bridge, you'll speak only when addressed, Tyler. And Leland, my ship, my call. You'll hold until I give the order. Are we clear? My engines are about to overload. We won't be able to hold for long, Chris.
Why are they changing tractor technology?
That's something different. Well, one with the kind of interference going on with a normal tractor being of work.
Maybe they're just trying to differentiate
Yeah.
I am.
Section 31 ships. It's got
When I
moving
was lost
nacelles,
here,
it can cloak.
You found me.
They've got
Do you remember?
more modern
You found me
communicators.
in so many places.
They've got prototypes, basically.
You took me to the Metropolitan Museum when we were on leave.
Just go and
It was
grab
our
him.
third date. And you were walking so fast because you were excited to show me the Goonings. All of them in one room. I had to run to keep up. And as you walked, you held out your hand behind you because you knew that I would grab it. And I did. And I knew everything about you in that moment.
Gotta love the armor.
And I'm here now.
If you kill him, then they'll ruin you.
They're intelligent. Surely they figured out landing on him kills them. So why do they continue doing it? You'd have thought after the first few hundreds you might stop.
You're assuming they think the same way as you know.
When I was tracking on Marshal you, if they knew what you did 6 years ago on Denver to the wrong ambassador.
Oh!
No offense. Even 3 minutes.
She's very quick at the maths to know
Try not to
that
blow us up.
Such a warrior.
We're buying time. But not much. Copy that. We'll prepare to disengage track rigs. Mr. Saru, they need to get a move on.
would you want to be standing that close to a barrier that's moving?
They're learning that very slowly.
Wouldn't you give the order to abandon the bridge and to move further down to the next console? All the workstations are movable. Does it matter?
Between normal space and the network. It's safe to cross here. See?
Right here.
they constructed him in their space.
I think I know you as deeply as I know
I was
myself.
going to say that. I was just worried it would sound weird. It's not something I ever thought that I would have. We have connected across.
The ship's dissolving! Just mention.
But when Commander Stamets lost Hugh, he lost everything. And if we have a chance to fix that, we have to try. I really believe that the universe will bring us back together somehow.
I have been, always will be your friend. Yeah, do you want us to try to crowbar that one in there as well? No?
Promise.
Shouldn't we be seeing like chunks of debris from the hull flying off?
No, it's just digesting.
It'd still be loose bits.
No, it's eating through it gradually.
Yeah, but once any supporting piece goes, everything's flapping. Then you start
It's spinning it gradually, so there wouldn't be any flapping bits.
Well, supposing there's a bit that's only connected to the top and you've just eaten the top.
It's eating it.
Yeah, so the flappy bit would still be there.
No, that bit would have been eaten. To
No,
get
because
to the
it'd
bit
be very
behind.
slow. I just think there should have been some
It'd be
debris.
atom by
I
atom.
think there should have been some debris. Did you see the red alert on the top left-hand side of the desk? It's still gorgeous.
You'll stay on the bridge. Liaison protocol.
I've got no idea what liaison protocol is, do you?
Yeah, you stay in fucking full sight on the bridge, under every sensor in place. I'd imagine.
It's nice they put the burn mark in her hand in this universe. A bit more than I needed to see, but okay.
Trail. Burnham might know more about where you'd be than she realizes. I'll talk to her. As we're working together, I assume my temporary liaison officer is permanent.
For the time being, Agent Tyler is yours.
Unless you prefer Captain Giorgio. No, thank you.
No.
I like that.
Just
No.